Hi, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Riley. Well, if you are looking for the perfect holiday gift for that certain someone, you have come to the right place here on Talk of the Town because we have Tiffany Bernhardt Schultz from Westtown Mall in our studio. Tiffany, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
So awesome to have you here, and thank you for bringing so much stuff to talk about. Let's just jump right in here and talk about some gifts that you can get for her.
Absolutely. Everybody has that female in their life,
Sure.
whether it be their mom, their wife, their sister, and there's some great gifts out there for her. Starting with the beauty cosmetics.
Tell us a little bit about this display right here, the jewelry.
The accessory package is from Apricot Lane, and what's nice about the package, even though it's a beautiful gift for her, a portion of your purchase goes to International Sanctuary, which is Apricot Lane's charity of choice nationwide. So not only are you giving a gift for that special someone in your life, but you're giving a gift for the international nonprofit organization as well.
There's a little bit of double giving there, which is kind of cool.
Absolutely,
yeah,
give
that's
twice.
Awesome. What about these that you told us you're gonna leave with us here in the studio, right?
Chocolates are always the perfect gift for everybody, and you can find them at Godiva Chocolatier. They have gifts ranging from the 4-pack of chocolates all the way up to this 80-piece Ballatin that sells for $165. It's only available during the holidays, this special package. So, it's perfect for the teacher, the mailman, the garbage man, that person that you just don't know what to buy for, grandma.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with chocolates, and everybody loves them.
Absolutely. Can't go wrong with chocolates, indeed. What is this? Can you tell us a little bit about what's in here?
Beauty gifts are always popular. It's a spa ritual package from Aveda.
Okay.
You see right in front of it is a package from Sephora as well. A cosmetics package. You can never go wrong with those kinds of gifts to pamper her. Right,
absolutely. And I'm thinking to myself right now, this would be a great gift for my 2-year-old daughter. What is this Frozen Spot-It right here?
Any Frozen gift is very popular this holiday season, one of the hot toys of the year. Not only do they have the item that I brought with me, however, at Learning Express Toys, you can find everything Frozen for the young man or woman in your life.
Right, absolutely. And they're coming out with a Frozen 2. Did you hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, it's I don't know much about it, but I just heard, so yeah.
Frozen is the gift of the year this year.
It is, and probably for years to come, I'm sure.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about these items down here, the Spirograph and the Star Wars Metal Earth, and this item as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what these are?
Gifts for boys, ranging anywhere from 3 to 5-year-old all the way up to the tween and early teen market. You'll see a Minecraft game, a Minecraft book there. Minecraft is extremely popular for that age group this year.
Yes.
So you can find those at Learning Express Toys as well.
Absolutely. And of course, if you have a Badger fan in your life, there are plenty of things that you can get as a gift for the Badger fan in your life. Tell us what we have here.
This is actually my favorite gift of the season. Some novelty items from Name of the Game at Westtown Mall. I love this. It's a little high-heeled, but it also has a little bottle opener, so it can't go wrong at your Badger parties. Sporting the Wisconsin tie in the office, and these novelty items are great either for just display in your home in a cabinet, or if you choose to use them during your Badger parties.
Awesome. Well, lots of great ideas.
We did forget this guy right here.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget this guy.
These from Build-A-Bear Workshop. The reindeer. You can build any type of bear, including a frozen. They have a frozen animal this year as well. You can dress them up as much as you want. This guy has 2 pairs of shoes on, along with a holiday outfit. So I love him. He's so adorable.
He is very adorable. Now, the holidays get to be kind of a frenzy time for everybody. Tell us, do you guys have extended hours? And most important question, is Santa going to be there this year?
We do have extended holiday hours this year. You can find them on our website at shopwesttown-mall.com. The hours do increase as we get closer to Christmas. So the longest shopping days of the year, you'll find us open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night.
Tiffany Bernhardt Schultz from Westtown Mall, thank you so much for joining us and for bringing all this wonderful stuff for us to look at today.
Thank you.
Westtown Mall, it's your place to find the perfect holiday gift for someone in your life. And we'll be right back with more Talk of the Town. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. If you've ever had a question or a series of questions about what it takes to get a tattoo or what's involved in all of that, then this is the place where you want to stay tuned to right now, because I'm sitting next to Renee May, who is the owner of Art and Soul Tattoo and Gallery in New Glarus. Renee, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. So, how long have you been involved in the tattoo body piercing industry, if I may, and how long have you been doing it with Art and Soul Tattoo and Gallery?
I have actually been part of the tattoo community for a little over 20 years, whether it's working with other tattoo shops in Denver, personally getting tattooed, or helping them with marketing. I opened Art and Soul in New Glarus on March 1st, 2011. So we are coming up on our birthday here pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. March 11th, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good for you.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the workings of Art and Soul Tattoo and Gallery, how it all works and what you offer there.
Art and Soul is Wisconsin's only full-service tattoo shop. We also have a full-time piercer, a full-time permanent makeup artist, and then we also have Wisconsin's only fully licensed and insured mobile tattooing station. So we're able to go anywhere, do virtually anything within the little confined space of the ambulance.
Very cool. So it's an
Yeah.
old ambulance,
Yeah,
basically, and you
yeah.
can kind of take your services to people. And you mentioned something before the interview. You were talking about parties.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of motorcycle clubs that we work with down in the New Glarus area, and we do their summer and winter parties. We've gone to Edge of the Dells in Wisconsin Dells, done a party up there. We've done a number of art fairs in Mount Horeb and Madison. We can go literally anywhere in the state of Wisconsin.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I'm just kind of curious to know a little bit more about what permanent makeup is. I've not heard of that until we had our conversation before your interview. Can you
Yep.
tell us a little bit about that?
Permanent makeup is one of those things that's actually been around for a long time, but it's just now getting into the world of body modifications.
Sure.
A lot of people do eyeliner, eyebrows, and lips. Those are the three most popular. And it's basically just another enhancement
Okay.
that most people don't even know you've got once I get it done.
Sure. And is it something that's done, is the process the same as getting a tattoo? It's just called something different, essentially?
It's similar. It's a little bit different machine that you use because it doesn't go as deep into the skin. But yeah, it's basically the same process.
Very cool. Can you tell us a little bit about how you and your business can help viewers at home?
The one thing that we try to do with everyone is to try to educate them, whether it's deciding whether or not you want a tattoo, where you want a tattoo, what tattoo you want to get, and just educating them on, even if you don't get tattooed by us, where to go, how to find the right artist, and just be as well educated as you possibly can before you actually make that first step.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys have anything planned in the near future as far as events that you're going to be taking your ambulance to?
We don't do a lot during the winter months
Okay.
because it's hard to keep the station warm enough to
Sure.
keep the clients comfortable. So our events start roughly right about April 1st. We've got two big events that we're doing up in Eau Claire. We've got one in Fond du Lac. We've always got our motorcycle club parties that we do. But we've got a couple potentially really cool events coming up in Oshkosh this summer, but
Wow, you really are all over then. It's not just in
We
South
are
Central
everywhere.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we are everywhere.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great, great. If you could tell viewers who don't know anything about Art and Soul Tattoo and Gallery one thing about it, what would it be?
I think the one thing that I would tell people that we are not a stereotypical tattoo shop. The walls are painted bright white. We've got artwork on our walls from over 30 different Wisconsin artists, and we're there to help you, and that's pretty much our main goal.
Yeah, and how do you, I'm curious because you were telling me a little bit about those, the pieces of artwork. Can you tell me a little bit about how you come across those?
I started off with a group of friends that were very creative, and they filled the walls and filled the spaces, and now I have artists that come to me. I have friends of friends that bring me new artwork, and because we are everywhere, people know that we're always looking for new artists, so we are always looking for new artists.
Renee May, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Art and Soul Tattoo and Gallery. It's a tattoo shop. Is that
Yep.
tattoo shop
Yep.
and art gallery? Check them out at artandsoultattooandgallery.com. When we come back to Talk of the Town, we'll be talking about bicycles. You won't want to miss it. Stick around. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Well, here comes winter, and the cold weather is upon us, and what better time to talk about bicycles than the present. And I'm joined in the studio by Dean Kelly, the Assistant Manager for Fitchburg Cycles. Dean, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So excited to hear what you have to say for us today. So tell us a little bit about what the progress that Fitchburg Cycles has made since you've been open.
Well, we did our homework for the demographics, and we tried to inventory in that market and learned a lot. We did really well this year, so it was a challenge, but it was fun.
How long have you guys been open now?
We opened mid-March
Mid-March of this year?
of this year.
Okay.
Right. So we're the new guys on the block.
New guys on the block. But you guys are in such a great location because you're right next to the hotel and
Correct.
right next to that bike trail over on Cahill, Maine. So it's a really good place.
Yep.
Yeah. How did your first full season go?
The first full season went much better than we anticipated. We had set a goal, and that goal was just totally blown away. I think Fitchburg was really, really ready for a bicycle shop. People don't like to really communicate or commute to the downtown area unless it's absolutely necessary. So we hit a perfect location with free parking and everything else, so it worked out great.
Yeah, very nice. So, many new businesses, as they're starting out, they face some challenges at the outset. What are some of the challenges that you guys faced starting out back in March?
Well, going back to what to inventory, how much to inventory, that was, it's kind of a roll of the dice. You know your demographic group, but you really have to dial in your product lines to make sure that you're addressing what their needs are.
Yeah, right on. And you guys have, you mentioned that you were saw some success that you really didn't even expect at the outset. What do you attribute to being a factor to how successful you've been?
Well, I think the whole image of the store is a lot different than you'd find in a typical bicycle shop. We don't have bicycles piled to the ceiling. It's not intimidating. The people that we have working there are really friendly and open to listening to customers what they're looking for. So many people are intimidated when they walk in a bike shop because of A, the attitude, 2, the overload of products. A lot of people are first-time buyers or coming back to the industry, and they're just frightened.
Yeah, they just think that they're going to go in and buy a simple, bicycle, and then they see all the different features and the different size tires and things like that, and it gets to be kind of overwhelming, I can imagine.
Right. And then the attitude of the salespeople in the store is a whole different program. So we've kind of set it up, dialed it in pretty good.
Sure. Well, that's great. So, what makes Fitchburg Cycles unique in a market that's very competitive? We know that Madison's very competitive in terms of bicycling. It's a very big bicycling community. What makes Fitchburg Cycles unique?
I think all you have to do is walk in the store. It's a whole different feeling. The construction that was done in there is all wood, so it's warm. The colors we used. Edwin's, Benet's wife is an artist. So we have a lot of her paintings in there.
Edwin Benet is the owner.
The owner, correct. Yes. And his wife, Mary, does incredible artwork. And we've got that all over the store. So again, when you walk in, it's not your atypical bike shop. It's really a friendly place, interesting place to go in.
Yeah. I'm going to throw a curveball at you here today because I want to know, why is winter a great time to ride your bicycle?
Well, there are winter-specific tires and bicycles now available. They've been available for a while, but that category is starting to grow really well. It's one of those things when you get on a fat tire bike, well, we carry the Searle Easy. If you get on a fat tire bike and ride it outside, it's almost like it's the first bike you ever rode yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone that's test ridden these bikes has a grin on their face coming back that can't be beat. It's just like you're a little kid and you just learned how to ride a bike. It's so exciting.
Yeah, makes me excited to get down and try a couple of bicycles myself.
You can ride over anything. You can ride in the snow with them. You can, with no fear of falling down. The tires are so fat.
Very cool. Tell us in just a couple of seconds, what are your plans to grow Fitchburg Cycles as a business?
Well, we've looked at, again, we kind of picked some categories that we're really strong in for families and stuff like that. We're looking now at the higher end bikes because we've had some requests, and we've got a line coming in that's very high end. We also picked up the Dupli-Skate machine, skate sharpening. So we're doing hockey skate sharpening now. We started that. We're also looking at rentals because of the proximity to the hotel right next to our shop. We had a lot of people coming in this year asking if we rented bikes. So we're going to grow those categories a little bit more.
Dean Kelly from Fitchburg Cycles, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us the free education. We appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Check them out, Fitchburg Cycles on Cahill, Maine in Fitchburg. When we come back, we'll be talking about wine. Don't go away. It's Talk of the Town on CW57. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm here with Philippe Coquart, who is the owner of Wollersheim Winery in Prairie du Sac. Philippe, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Now, before the break, I mentioned that we'd be talking about wine, but we're really not talking about wine because you guys are opening up a distillery. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
And when is that going to open, and what's the location?
Actually, believe it or not, as cold as it is, they are pouring concrete today and yesterday, and it's happening. It's being built right now.
As we speak.
The grand opening is in August 2015.
Very cool. And what sort of products will you guys offer at the distillery, and what makes them unique?
Actually, we started with brandy a couple years ago, and we are evolving into more than brandy. Apple brandy, whiskey, rye whiskey, bourbon, absinthe, gin. And our theme is locally grown and locally sourced product. So we already had corn, wheat, and rye planted last year to be able to start distilling this coming year.
So you guys are actually kind of at least commissioning the growing of the materials. that you'll
And
use.
locally, I mean, in Sauk City, in Prairie du Sac, so
wow.
we could say we are at 1 mile of the winery, we have this product grown. On 1 mile of onto the east, we have other grains grown. So it's all very locally sourced.
Very cool. Very cool. So tell us, what are some of the goals that you have for the distillery moving forward?
You know, looking at being in the wine business for 45 years and seeing the interest in distilled product, what's happening nationwide, we fell in love with the idea of making brandy 20 some years ago. And then the law changed in Wisconsin, allowing Wisconsin winery to become distillery as well. So in 2009, we got into brandy distilling. That's when we started the brandy. And seeing the momentum and the interest, and knowing that Wisconsin and Minnesota are consuming 50% of core barrel brandy nationwide, and there is a shortage of whiskey on the American market right now. We felt that it was the right time to start a distillery and go into the distilling business as well as the wine business.
Nice. So you guys were making brandy before you even had the distillery.
Yeah, we became officially a distillery in 2009, and we have a room set aside at the winery that we have dual usage. And actually, we are going to be distilling tomorrow morning, restarting the still and distilling brandy.
Very cool. Very cool. So I want to just talk a little bit, because Wollersheim is known for its wine primarily. Everybody's heard, from this part of the state at least, has heard of Wollersheim Winery. And we were talking a little bit before the segment started about the age of your vines. And you have, your vines have been around for 42 years. I've been growing grapes for 42 years.
Yeah, at the winery. We have about 27 acres of grapes. We do contract other grapes outside of Wisconsin and as well as in Wisconsin, but on site we have 27 acres of grapes, and our oldest vineyard, which makes this wine, the Domaine Reserve, quite special. The vines are 42 years old, and it makes one of the best wine in the nation, a very unique wine, because there's not many of those grapes grown of that age and with a soil of Wisconsin. So it's a very special wine.
Yeah, and tell what is the difference between, why is this 42-year-old wine superior to something that's been taken from grapes that have grown on a vine that's maybe 5 or 6 years old?
You know, a young vine will have a lot of fleshy fruit, very light fruity note, and a older vine, 20, 30, 50, 70-year-old vine, has a lot more concentration in the cluster, deeper flavor, and that's how you get the better wines.
Yes, very cool. So Wollersheim Winery is not just a winery anymore.
Distillery.
Distillery as well. Are you going to be changing the name soon to
No,
Wollersheim?
it's going to be Wollersheim Winery and Distillery.
Okay.
Because we have, the location, the reputation, so it's all good.
Very cool. Philippe Coquart, thank you so much for joining us today. Check them out, Wollersheim.com. They are winery and distillery now. That's all for Talk of the Town. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.